Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today we're going to do something really crazy. We're going to make a card. Yep, that's right, I said it. We're going to make a card. We are going to start off with some die cutting. So I have a couple of dies already set out here. I have this great magnetic bowl that is perfect for throwing your dies in so that they're all ready to go, and I just find this super handy, and my husband keeps eyeing it up because I think he wants to steal it. For our dies, I'm using the one of my absolute favorite dies, which is the Simon Says Stamp rectangle stitch rectangle dies. I love these, so I pulled out 3 different sizes, and then I also have this Simon Says Stamp filigree bunny, so I'm going to use that one as well. And for our stamp sentiment, we're going to do a Happy Easter from an Avery Elle stamp set. So we're going to start off with die cutting, and I pulled out my Gemini here, and we are going to start with die cutting the different pieces that we need. So we're going to start off with a piece of a cream colored cardstock. This happens to be Lawn Fawn's Vanilla Melt, I think is what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. I will leave that information in the description below. And we're going to do the larger die for this and our vanilla cardstock. And I'm going to be wild and not do this without taping my die down, so let's see if we can get this through our machine without that die moving around. Alright, still got it. Still able to cut cardstock without moving that die around. So we're done with that one, so I'm going to set that aside. I am also going to do a piece of pattern paper, and this one I am going to pull out the old trusty tape because I want to make sure that my lines are straight. So I have this really cute piece of plaid paper, and we are going to just cut out another stitched rectangle, which is smaller than the one we die cut originally. So it's just one size smaller, and I'm going to use some purple tape just to hold this in place. And I noticed that my machine has a lot of pressure on it, so I have to be very careful when I'm pulling that tape off that I don't rip the paper. So I just have to flip my die upside down because I've got my cutting blade on the top this time. And let's just be careful pulling our tape off here that we don't want to rip our pretty pattern paper. And this pattern paper comes from a Carta set. It's a, I think it's called Home something. I'm not 100% sure. It'll be in the description down below. And then we're also going to take I think this is going to be the smallest die that's in that set. And we're going to use this green cardstock, which we're going to, well, this is green cardstock. This is also from the Carta paper collection, but we're going to also use this for backing our bunny rabbit, which we have to die cut as well. But that little square there is going to be, or rectangle, is going to be for our sentiment. And we're going to just pull that back. And then we're going to take our adorable little bunny rabbit, and we're going to die cut this. And we're going to use another piece of this vanilla cardstock. I'm just going to, since I had the tape in my hand, I'll go ahead and tape that down. And we're going to run this through our machine. Actually, I just realized why I have a whole lot of pressure. I don't think I need the metal shim. Alright, let's see if that worked. I think the reason I had a whole lot of pressure is because I was using the metal shim and I didn't realize it was in there. So I did take that out, and boy, did that make a difference. That's why my cardstock was wrinkling up, although it's still pretty wrinkly, but we're just gonna go with the flow here. And I am going to put all my dies back inside my bowl so I don't lose them. And we are done die cutting. That was super simple. And one of my least favorite things to do is fussy cut. And I am going to actually fussy cut around this stitched section. So hopefully the camera can pick this up. This has got some beautiful stitched lines, but it doesn't die cut around the whole bunny rabbit. So we're gonna freehand this, and I am the world's slowest fussy cutter. So I'm gonna probably throw on some music because we are gonna fussy cut this out, and it's gonna probably take me a while. Okay, so my fussy cutting is not over yet. We are going to use the same green paper, and we are going to back our little bunny rabbit onto this green paper, and then I'm going to have to fussy cut around that again. All right, nice layer of adhesive onto the back of our bunny rabbit, and then I just need to grab something to weigh down our bunny rabbit so that it will have a couple seconds to dry. So I just set a block on top of my bunny rabbit just so the glue has some time to dry, and then we can go ahead and fussy cut that around that. I pulled out this piece of green that I die cut earlier with the smaller stitched rectangle die, and then I have this Avery Elle stamp set. This is a Happy Easter, and I'm going to use the Happy Easter sentiment. Add that to our acrylic block, and then I just need to grab some ink, and I'm going to use my VersaFine ink because that was what was on top. And we're going to stamp our Happy Easter right in the center, just like so. So cute with that stitched edge. And now what we're going to do is just fussy cut around our bunny rabbit, and then we can go ahead and start putting our card together. How cute is that bunny rabbit with that green backing? So I went ahead and added some foam adhesive to the back, and we're just going to go ahead and put this right down onto the front of our card. And then I'm also going to put our Happy Easter sentiment right onto the front of that as well. I'm just going to use my quick dry adhesive, and we're going to adhere that straight down. I'm going to put that right up towards the top. I like to use quick dry adhesive or a liquid adhesive because it just makes it so I have a little bit of wiggle room for making sure I'm straight. Okay, and then we're also going to add some adhesive to the back of our bunny rabbit here. Anybody else besides me have this huge roll of foam tape, but I love this stuff and I've had it in my stash and I've been using it for years. And I think this is probably, out of all the cards I've ever made, this is only my second roll of this adhesive. But I like it because it's not super thick and it gives just a little bit more dimension to our card. So I'm just going to peel the backing off, and I don't know why, but mine yellowed. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but mine did yellow on me. I'm sure you guys can tell me down in the comments why that happened. So I'm going to adhere this right to the front of my larger stitched rectangle, making sure that we're straight when we're doing it. And I do find, for me, holding it straight in front of me does help it so I can see if my card is straight, which of course I'm having a difficult time. There we go. So now we have a cute little front of our card. We're going to get our card base, which is a piece of the same cream colored cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score this in half at 5.5 inches. We're going to score it at 5.5 inches and fold on our score line. And then we can go ahead and adhere this down. Now I am going to adhere this down with a tape runner. And just because normally I would use a liquid adhesive, but I think my liquid adhesive is either running out or it's gotten pretty clogged. And it's not flowing out as easy as I would like. So we're going to adhere this to our card front. Go. Super cute. I love the green, the plaid, and the solid green, even though they're not exactly the same. I just like the contrast of the two different kind of greens. And then the last thing we want to do is we're going to add a few little sequins to the front of our card just to add another little depth to our card. So I have this jewelry picker that I've had in my stash for a while, and we're gonna add some of these sequins. And we're just gonna put a little spattering. This is the glue I was just talking about. I don't know if it's clogged or if I'm just out of glue. I think it's clogged. So just 3 dots of glue, and then I'm gonna pick up a couple different sizes of the sequins. Actually, they might all end up being the same size because it looks like the sequins are all the same size. Yeah, I don't, no, actually this is a little bit smaller. Okay, and then I do feel like we need one more thing. So I think I'm gonna be doing one more die cut. I have this really cute die set from Spellbinders. It's a petite floral potpourri, and I just love this. I recently made a card with it that will be in an upcoming video, but I really liked, and I did a whole bunch of these. I have this jar on my desk that whenever I cut flowers, I will throw the flowers, there are extra pieces in here, so you can see that there's a whole bunch of the different pieces from this die set in there. And I want to use this little one here, or this larger one here, and I'm just going to use the single flower from this set. I'm not going to die cut all of them, and I'm going to cut it out using the same color pattern, or the same color cream cardstock. All right, so adorable. So that's the flower we're going to use, and then I do have extra pieces to the flower, and I am going to go ahead and toss those extra flowers into my little jar here. And that gives me, if I am working on a project at some time, I have those little flowers I can grab from. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of bend up the petals a little bit on this flower. Nothing major, just a little bending. And then I'm going to add a little drop of this adhesive to my card front, or to my bunny rabbit, and I'm gonna give my bunny rabbit a little flower that it can wear. And then I'm gonna throw in a Nuvo drop. This is the Dream Drops in, I think it says Cloud 8 or 9, Cloud 9. And I need to grab a little piece of scrap because this has been laying on its side. So I just wanna make sure that I've got a good flow in the adhesive, or the drops. And I'm just gonna add a little dot to the center of that flower, and we are gonna call our card done for today. And there we go, that is our card for today. It felt good to pull out the craft supplies and make a card. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, all of the supplies used in today's video are down below in the YouTube description and over on my blog. I will also leave a link to the blog post that coordinates with this card down below as well. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.